Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion, Play Center of the Gungeon. I'm committed and ready. You know, the last run, it was a great run. I had a wonderful time, but we screwed up the Daruma. We should have kept the Daruma. We might have had a better chance against the rat. Two things we got to do before we set up. First, caffeinate. Secondly, readjust these armrests. You know, I don't want to get a degenerative, repetitive stress injury, carpal tunnel. There we go. I'm back. Let's do this. You know, I've really embraced... I'll give you a... As always, I can never give you a straight answer on anything. You know, I gotta filter it through an anecdote, or a metaphor, or an analogy, or a life lesson, or a reference to the 2004 existential David O. Russell film, I Heart Huckabees, starring Jason Schwartzman, Dustin Hoffman, Lily Tomlin, Naomi Watts, Jude Law, Isabelle Huppert, and wait a minute, there's one, Mark Wahlberg. I forgot Mark Wahlberg. Dude, that was a star-studded cast for a movie like that. Anyway, what am I talking about? Well, we've been losing a lot lately, but we've been losing in the pursuit of something greater. You know, it's kind of like we're jumping on a trampoline right now. You know, we want to hit the highest highs that we've ever been in this game. Sometimes we're going to catch our leg in between the trampoline section and the actual frame itself that leads to us, you know, breaking an ankle or something like that. The local news comes. Should we ban trampolines in our local tri-state area? I don't know. I've embraced the losing is learning mentality. You know, yesterday on stream, played, like, and the time flew by, I want to say. But before Unity, I played 3 hours of Mortal Kombat 11. And I had a wonderful time. Did I win every single game? No. But you know what? At the start of the stream, what was my win rate? Around 50%. At the end of the stream, what was my win rate? Around 50%. Does that mean I didn't improve? No. I got substantially better over the course of our 3-hour period. And I had the Tetris effect last night. You know, where you see the blocks falling from the sky? But instead of the blocks falling from the sky, it was Sub-Zero getting next to a guy. You hit him with... well, we'll just leave that for now. You hit him with square, triangle, special cancel into a freeze ball. Then once they're frozen, you take a brief second to reset your own mental RAM. You hit back square, circle, X. Hit them with an enhanced slide. My brain was repeating that overnight. For hours and hours and hours. So just because our results on paper didn't necessarily get better over the course of that Mortal Kombat 11 stream, it doesn't mean that we didn't progress. In fact, quite the opposite. You know, we got substantially better. We started playing against harder and harder opponents, and, you know, as a result, the win rate stayed relatively steady. But you gotta lose in order to learn how to win. I firmly believe it. You know what? Another analogy I always use is programming. First, we will probably do that, but maybe we'll see if we get a reward first just to make it a little easier. The way that you become better, specifically at debugging your programs, is just to do the smart thing and write programs that don't have bugs in them in the first place. But if you're not capable of doing that, and nobody is, you'll learn what an error message is. At first, you know, I know some of you out there are programmers or maybe learning programming yourselves right now. You get an error and it's like array index out of bounds, and you're like, can you please phrase that in English? I don't even understand what you're telling me right now. That was obviously very bad damage, but eventually you see it so much, you learn what it means, and you learn yourself, you know, what your own problems are when it comes to writing code, and you go, I bet I accidentally wrote my for loop so it goes one more time than it should, and the collection doesn't have an index at that range, and as a result it's like a null pointer exception. But anyway, the point is, it's not to flex on the fact that I took 2 C++ classes and know what a pointer is. Hold on, I gotta think. Dude, this sucks. We have 27 credits, casings, and 1 key. So I wish to buy a key so I could get more stuff, but instead of doing that, I'm going to fight for my right to buy keys. But I'm actually probably not going to buy a key. I'm hoping to maybe, yikes, just finesse this floor. So, you know, we probably end up trading a little bit of HP away by doing this. But as a result of doing it, we get, I wouldn't say a free chest, because we're going to pay the iron price for this. But, okay. Yeah, that was a bad dodge. I thought we could cheat the system a little. We're going to get more casings for this as well, which is pretty critical. But, you know, we're gonna pay a cost with respect to HP to get a reward that we don't need a key to open, which I think is very precious. And we got monster blood. Yeah, so enemy bullets are slower. Let me caffeinate again. I think we're gonna open our other green chest, and obviously we're gonna hope it's a this charms enemies. What I was gonna say is obviously I'm gonna hope it's a gun, but it wasn't a gun. So, you know, give me a moment here. I know we can steal a key. Is Book of Chests, you know, this is where you start to go to the wiki to make yourself a better player in the future. Book of Chest Anatomy. If it's better chests in the future, do you think it might be worth it? Improves the contents of broken chests. I'm just like, yeah, but how? Is it? Let's check the Enter the Gungeon subreddit. I never knew it was a B rank item. It's just one of the passives you won't notice its impact just because of its vague description. Hate this. If I'm breaking chests, chances are I want junk. This would be a worthless item. Okay. It seems like people hate it. So we're gonna steal from the shop, even though it gives curse. But are we? Now that I think about it, stealing from the shop gives curse. And curse seems like such a waste if you're just gonna steal a key. So here's what I'm gonna do. I mean, despite reading what I just read, I'm gonna buy Book of Chest Anatomy, apparently. Am I wrong about the Charmed Horn? Maybe the Charmed Horn doesn't work the way I thought it did. I thought I blew it right in his freaking face, dude. So that's the real surprise for me. And then we got a heart out of that. I gotta tell you, though, I'm not convinced we're gonna get enough credits to go to the rat floor. Because I just spent 45 credits getting Book of Chest Anatomy. So I'm now hoping, and it's becoming increasingly clear that it's not gonna work out this way, probably. But I'm hoping. Hello, Gatling Gull. Step 1 of Gatling Gull: blow up some TNT so you're not as afraid for your life, I think. And I don't expect to flawless this boss, mostly because it's, you know, I don't expect to get bodied, but I do expect it to be just kind of a war of attrition as a result of us being, in my opinion at least, more or less forced to use the starting pistol here. Now, of course, depending on the way you chose to rock the chests, you might have found yourself in a slightly different situation, but just remember your blanks. That was very dangerous. It would also be helpful to not miss as often as I'm missing, but anyway. So I'm hoping this guy drops 2 keys. If he drops 2 keys, we'll go to the oubliette. Probably get enough casings to give us a reasonable chance of getting enough casings to buy the rat key. And even if we can't buy the rat key, wait a minute, I shouldn't freak out, because I'm still pretty sure we can use Charm Horn. And I can't believe we did that, to be honest, but I still believe we might be able to use the Charm Horn, and it's a great weapon. To steal? Let me look that up, though, to be sure. Charm Horn Gungeon. Charm Horn Steal. Can be used to steal items from shops. I'm gonna look it up again. Charmhorn steal. How do you steal with it? Theft is good. Charmhorn without theft is absolutely garbage. More like Steelhorn. Easy theft, easy money, good item. If this just stole, it would still be amazing. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. And this is how you know I'm committed. How to steal. Stealing with the Charmhorn? How does it work? You have to use it while standing right next to the shopkeeper. Okay, that's my bad. Well, that's actually great news then. And I don't know if I want to spend much ammo trying to find the secret room, because 50 is not a whole lot here. But if that's the case, then we can use it to just steal the nod key. And if there's anything worthwhile on the shop, we can steal that as well. So I don't think all is lost. But I do think, and I want this to be very clear at the upfront here, for a first floor, things went pretty badly. Now, Book of Chest Anatomy, I really feel like I just made a mistake there. But my game plan was experimental, and it could have worked in theory. Now that I know in practice that this item maybe is bad, I did look it up, to be fair. You know, obviously my feelings are a little bit changed, but what I had originally thought was we steal Book of Chest Anatomy, and then as a result of having stolen it, you know, maybe by shooting our bad chests, we're going to get a chance to get better chests in the future. Or, well, we'll get keys that we could use on better chests in the future. Instead, we just got a bunch of HP. But, you know, it might have been low rolls, might have been medium rolls, who knows? We'll find out as we go. This is a strategy I've never used in this game before, so I beg your pardon. So, hello, friend. He's charmed. I'm cursed, but that's okay. Now, give me your money. I would like you to take more of my money, please. Or more of my HP to give me money, please. Yes. We'll stop there for now, but I am thinking... You know, we probably want a key. We don't need to buy it immediately. And then, I don't really care about gas mask, but, oh, spring heel boots also were not what I thought they were. I thought those were the rat boots that allowed us to, not fall in pits, like we could fly, basically. And we're invulnerable while we're over pits or something. Yo, 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 yo. He's gotta go. He's gotta go. No matter the personal cost. Whatever it takes. That key is extremely important. And I have to say, this is not a, like, oh, my brain has gotten so much better over the years since we last played Gungeon. Really, I really think that Gungeon has gotten so much better. And, you know, oh, that was so bad. That, whereas before, I will admit, I hit the point where to some extent the game was kind of a grind for me. And I mean, this fight existed for its own purpose, I guess, but, you know, back in 2016, I think, when it originally came out, you know, you just got to the point where you were like, we got lucky there. Consistently, you got way too little ammo to actually, consistently use cool guns if you were at, like, a medium skill level, like I would describe myself at the time as having been at. But I really think they've done such a good job to improve the game that it leads me to want to use strategy on the runs that previously, you know, in other games or, you know, in my last Gungeon series, I kind of got to the point where I was like, I just want to, you know, click on enemies. Now I'm like, I see the systems interacting a little bit more and I'm enjoying them more as a result. And maybe it was always there and I've changed, but I do think they've done a lot of amazing work to, you know, make it better as well. Make it more engaging. You know, like, I mean, Dan and Malf are playing it. Obviously, like, Austin and Corey have been playing it for, like, 2 years. I feel like they've done... I mean, I've missed the updates, so I'm getting all of the updates essentially in one fell swoop, but, oh, we gotta try. That's fair. I mean, we didn't... What are we gonna have that's gonna synergize anyway? Like, we have one gun. And then a passive item, I'll admit, that I did look up the synergy, and it synergizes with lowercase r and can be used as keys, but not likely to be super useful, I guess. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm just saying they've done a great job with the game, and I'm glad I came back, because I'll admit I was a little bit hesitant. I was like, I already got 100 hours in this game, like, you know, I know it's changed, but how much could anything change? You know, it's the same fundamental DNA, right? Not to say I ever disliked Gungeon, because I think that's just not correct. But, you know, I was like, I've played enough of it. And now I'm like, nah, dude. I'm glad I came back. Thanks for encouraging me to do so. Now, this run right here. How we feeling about it? Well, you know the deal. You know what I'm going to say, probably. It rhymes with the actress who played Xena Warrior Princess. I really feel like our success is low, but it gets higher. Not by much, maybe, but it gets a little higher if we're able to flawless this boss. And I do think that, you know, we have a much better chance to do so as a result of the compressed air canister. Which is actually, like, I think it's a good boss killer. I think it's adequate for, you know, whenever we want it to work. If we wanted to, oh, hold on, there's this weird room down here. Might just be a hallway. We'll see. Nah. I mean, I don't even want to charm an enemy that does, like, untargeted attacks, I think. But, yeah, I mean, I think we're definitely better equipped than we were on the last floor. That's not even close, but still in a pretty rough spot, in my opinion. I wish there were more keys for sale. Let's fight the boss. I think we'll open this for sure. And you know what? I think we finally have a decent room clearer in the form of the shotgun. And we'll see what we have here. Don't be afraid to use blanks at all. I almost want to hit you with that radio silence. I've been using radio silence a lot more since Tetris for a couple of reasons. One is, you know, perhaps the brain's getting a little bit slower. But secondly, the other reason is, you know, sincerely, I really thought it might charm the missile there. It just works. I learned from Tetris, radio silence improves my quality of gameplay by like 25%, so in pivotal moments, it's a good time to use it. Now, I didn't use it there, but that's okay. This is good. We got the flawless yet again. I have no idea what the mustache does. A familiar face? Spending money soothes the soul. Okay, it says it gives you a chance to be healed at every transaction, so we're going to go with Gungeon Mustache. Has a 50% chance to heal the player for half a heart upon purchasing an item. So, okay, alright, alright. You know I got ideas coursing through my veins now. The only real problem I have is that all of these other items are terrible, in my opinion. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get way, way, way funkier than I should here. In the hopes, the more money we have, the more we can buy from shops in the future. The more we buy from shops in the future, the more likely we are to get our HP back. But simultaneously, and this is a big one, I'm going to give you one more. We probably could afford to go a little deeper maybe, but simultaneously we're also buying things that we might need in the future. So I think, you know, I know our HP is lower than you might like right now. We still have 2 blanks remaining as well, so we should definitely at least check the obvious secret room locations. I'm really bad at secret room spotting. Think like, I was thinking maybe here, and then here is plausible, I don't know, man. Well, having done those rooms, I feel like, okay, what do? Check here. And then, you know, the shop, maybe it's always worth a try. Fair enough. We'll head down to the next floor. What do we have working for us here? Well, just a couple of things first. Look for rats. Don't use blanks. We're looking for rats, and we're not using blanks. Secondly, we need a key. But one of the things we have working for us is that we do have a lot of money. Like, more than we almost always have at this point. Obviously, I'll give this guy... I mean, is it spending money gives you a chance for a half heart? We were going to do it anyway. Might as well, though. So we're at 2 hearts. Still at 2 hearts. Okay. Now, I have to imagine learning these is probably be on the to-do list of things that would improve my life in this game. Just hold on. No! Okay, 2, I can live with 2, dude. 3, even better. Look at this, a golden chest. It shoots black holes. Black hole gun! Black hole gun! That actually took like an hour of life off my voice just to do that terrible Chris Cornell impression. Hey, maybe you guys could work on things that help me out for a second here. Thank you. I think we got pretty lucky with the way that went down. I didn't even look for rats, dude. So remember, weird room could be rat room. I wasn't paying attention. It takes so much of my mental acuity just to make it to the rat floor to begin with. I think my brain is like exhausted by the time we get down there. It doesn't have the wherewithal to dodge the attacks. Paying very close attention. I know the 3rd floor is not the highest level of discourse I've ever reached. Mostly I just talk about looking for rats in all the wrong places. Gotta be honest, the shotgun is actually probably, or the shell I should say, is actually better than I think I've given it credit for. Yo, a real key? What did I do in a past life to deserve such gracious gifts? I didn't see any rats on this room. I'm confident this is not the rat room. Remember, oh, this is rat room right here. Good stuff. Okay, so it would be ideal to not have to run around, you know, oh, he's jammed, dude. To not have to run around willy-nilly trying to find the thing. Like, to just have an explosion reveal it. And I think we mostly accomplished that. You know my deal. I would much rather spend the key right now. Alright, so we know, and it looked like, I mean, this was not really a routine entrance to the rat floor. We really owe the Charm Torn a lot, although we definitely could have also, I mean, we did get enough money to make it. The only thing is, it required giving a lot of HP to the Vampire Lord. We really should be spendy here. Keys are a big one, obviously. Okay, well, if there's nothing good to buy, then never mind. Except HP. Okay, so we did get healed by buying a key as well. Let's not open the green chest yet. That's, it's not a great choice, I think. We may buy hearts, which would give us a chance to get even more value out of the hearts. And on a fiscal level, I'm pretty sure... That was really dumb of me. On a fiscal level, I'm pretty sure we still spent less on the hearts than we got for selling our own hearts. But that might not be the case because it's a floor later and prices go up over time. But I'm not going to sweat it too much. I just wish we encountered a shop that had like a really, really good item on it. But, I mean, why wouldn't you wish for that, right? So I am trying... put myself in a situation where maybe the Charm Torrent could be used appropriately, and I think we managed to accomplish that. Dude, honestly, I don't think the Charm Torrent is that bad. I don't know, maybe I'm underrating other items in the game that occupy the spacebar item slot, but I tend to value guns and passives more than anything. So I recognize, don't get me wrong, my own biases there to some extent, but at least at my level, it's doing some work. Not to mention the stealing. Plus, it seems to charge up really, really quickly. I don't know, maybe, I'm thinking like for some bosses it might be worth something, like kill pillars maybe? Well, a blue chest. But, yeah. I mean... I don't know. If we're going to buy HP, we might want to buy it before the boss just to head off the possibility of accidentally dying on the boss. And I don't think it would be super likely, but... well, we might as well open the green chest first. Oh! Ho, ho, ho! All's forgiven, brother. So that's a great room clearer. We don't need it as a boss killer, but it can function there. So we got 1.5 out of that. I feel like that's... we might get a heart from the boss, so let's not oversell it. Now, I gotta admit, I don't know how the black hole gun, and the compressed air compare. Seems like you might want to... yikes, dude! It seems like you might want to tell the black hole gun to F off forever. Except in the most pressing of circumstances for now. Just use your compressed air can. Can we talk about why my sharks do not hit, please? Again, I take no credit. That's the shark doing what the shark does. Now, I will say there was also a junk salesman. Oh, what? Banana and horn. Hornucopia. You know what? I'm looking up synergies. What I was going to say is, people have told me that the, you give a junk salesman a master round and it gives you a different mechanic. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm not going to do it right now. Just because I want to win. Banana is a gun that fires an explosive banana that sends out 3 more bouncing explosive bananas. If the player has Charm Horn, the explosive banana will send out 5 bananas instead of 3, one of which explodes into 4 additional bananas. Additionally, using Charm Horn fires a banana at each enemy it charms. Okay. Well, I'm not afraid to be a little braggadocious. I think this is probably the best we've played in Gungeon. We didn't get overpowered early. We did. I mean, the compressed air was really good. But we didn't get overpowered early. We used ingenuity and a little bit of rakish charm to get the nod key. We got 227 casings by playing a little bit fast and loose. I think we've been doing pretty well here. Now, that means jack squat for the rat fight, which mostly, again, just comes down to dodging. You know, can you handle things appropriately? And I'm not confident in myself there, but I'm confident that we will get there eventually, and if this is a step that we move up on the escalator, great. If it's a step where we stay in the same place, life goes on. Up, up, right, up, right, up. So up, up, right. This is up. Had to be done. the heroin was not the right gun for this. We lived, though. Up, up, right. So this is an up. Very bad dodging. No question. You know what? I really, like, want you to die. Again, very bad dodging. Appreciate it. Okay, this is a right. We're free. Is a up, right, up. Up. I really thought the Charm Door would get one of you. Oh, he's running interference for his friend. Please. Freaking rats are getting in the way. Okay, next room is a right. And then an up. This is the last room right here. Good stuff. Gotta love it. Okay, smart play. Not just the best I've played, the smartest I've played. I firmly believe that one. Alright, I mean, at the end of the day, all we gotta do is live. It doesn't seem that hard. We know compressed air tank does good stuff. I don't think we can charm the rat. But you know what we can do is we can charm when he sends out the weird little minions at us. But also, I do think we might want to shoot a black hole. Then, I don't know why I tried the charm horn there. During the black hole, you just, I don't know, I mean, I guess the timing with the Guan Stone is doing amazing work for us here. Gotta be honest, brother. Hate the poison. That was probably the best first phase rat fight we've ever had. Let's caffeinate. Dude, more than anything, I'm impressed by the ability of the compressed air tank to be the greatest tool that mankind has ever had access to. 13 bullets is capable of doing that to the first phase of the rat. There you go. That's a new one. I believed in my ability to dodge. And as a result, I was rewarded. That's fine, dude. Okay, you can't make that dodge. At least we saw it in slow-mo, so we can be certain of it in the future now. Don't you speed up on me, dude. Still 2 blanks remain, by the way. Honestly, I had to dodge, unfortunately. I really appreciate the blue Guan Stone here. Okay, get ready. Thank you for not speeding up midway through that attack. It's looking extremely likely we will make it to the punch-out fight. So, just by itself, it's a big win to even make it this far. I'm being sincere. Obviously, I would also love to do well on the punch-out fight. But that's not guaranteed. So this is, it's been a while, dude. Okay. That's my bad. Oh, there you go. Okay. I know we got a super too. Oh, please. Please! Okay, phase 1, done. It's still gonna be rough, though. He's done it. He dodged that attack for once. That's got to be a block. That's a dub. Oh! Still, we're living and we're learning, boys. It's a huge win already just to make it back here. Okay. I'm feeling good. So is the more unity is this, right? The more guns you have. Oh, no. Some floors are familiar. I actually don't remember what that does, but maybe we have mapping for some floors. This is an easy money win for us at this point. And, I mean, we haven't made it past this point in a long time. So I hope you'll forgive me. Let's just try this one. No boots, please. What the heck is this? Resourceful Sack. Let's look it up. Resourceful Sack. Rolling through bullets collects them in the sack. It holds a maximum of 30 shots. That's cool. Using the sack empties the sack and fires a piece of explosive cheese for every bullet collected. Alright, it also grants 3 active item slots, which is probably irrelevant, but interesting nonetheless. Alright, dude. Again, I can't stress enough. This was a big win for me just to make it back to Punch-Out, to see those patterns. I'm feeling great, honestly. And if you'll excuse me, like, we'll probably, I'm not going to say we're going to put in a rush job here, but we'll probably, you know, go for the Dragon fight. The Lich is on the table, by the way. Now that I find myself, and it's a little self-inflating, but I find myself feeling a little bit more confident about my Gungeon skill, I got no problem going for Lich fights. But we might not do them while we're also doing rat runs. Just it's a tall order. It's like doing Delirium, Hush, you know, Boss Rush all in the same run. I mean, there was a time where maybe that appealed to me, but it ain't 2013 anymore, brother. So I do want to use the Resourceful Sack. I don't think we need 30 bullets to make it work, but yeah, let's stop taking damage to make it work then. Seems pretty good though. I changed the wrong weapon accidentally. So I'm taking a bunch of dumb damage, but there we go. Now I'm learning the muscle memory. There's like absolutely no reason for us to be taking really any hits at this point. But let's just call it the post-rat hangover. Anyway. Dude, I hope you guys had fun with this run so far as well. It's not over yet, and I just accidentally tapped the blank button, which is hilarious, but I know this gun. Whoa. Pulls, like, energy from enemies. Anyway, I had a great time on this run. I really do think this is the most encouraging run that I've had by far. Wow, it worked. Previously, when we've made it through the rat fight, I've felt like, you know, we got, not lucky, but like we were overpowered. And I definitely feel like, I mean, we got carried by compressed air, don't get me wrong. But we also, like, simultaneously had the best dodging that I've ever done on the rat fight specifically. So, and also, I don't know if that was the best Punch-Out, but, I mean, we've only done Punch-Out 3 times. The first time was decent, if I remember correctly. And then there we go. The second time, we essentially got hit by everything. There you go. So I'm using the Resourceful Sack to try to take out the most, like, troubling enemies. Ah, 1 cheese. Not enough to kill you. Lesson learned. Good roll. Even if it felt like we got hit, but I'll live with it. I think we're full ammo on pretty much everything. So yeah, I mean, I'm talking about this run as if it's over, which is kind of weird form, but I mean, that's what happens, I think, when you have the hardest boss you're likely to fight being right in the middle. There's still very positive things we can think about here. Like, for example, hold on, we got so much money. Dude, absolutely, I'll take Monster Blood. I don't really care about the Mega Dowser. There we go. We still, you know, it's good practice. Fight the bosses on this floor. You guys okay? Try to get flawlesses. I don't know if we've ever gotten all 5 flawless. I think that that's a little bit unreasonable to ask, but we do have the first 3, and you know, you got to be feeling pretty confident in compressed air can right now. So we already have the map. You should give me something for that. Yeah. Shell-a-gun. I do think the Shell-a-gun is okay. I've used it in the past. Hello, junk salesman. Yet again. And I want to be clear, you know, I don't want to... Maybe it seems this way. I don't know. I don't have necessarily that much control over that. I'm not taking the easy way out necessarily by not giving the junk salesman the master rounds here, which I think might unlock a secret floor. I'm not totally sure. I'm just singularly focused on the rat fight for now. And I'm hoping that it benefits me. Excuse me, those bullets don't count. Moreover, Charmed Horn doesn't work. Sorry, I'm doing this fight so badly right now. Was it good cheese? One of them's dead already, so it felt like good cheese to me, dude. Please. I'm looking. We're shooting the strong one. Stop that. Once we get down, let's go. Once we get down to 1 enemy, again, I would never say the flawless is guaranteed, but it was looking mighty guaranteed temporarily, at least. Grab this. I know this gun. What is it? Oh, it's okay, I forgot what it was, to be honest with you, but that's what it is. I also think this is pretty good. I don't know, maybe I'm being a coward by not trying out these guns. So you know what? We'll give you a brief little tour here. This is the Hegemony Carbine. My dude's all bugled up. So as you can see, Hegemony Carbine, not necessarily bad, but maybe not amazing. Banana plus synergy. I mean, it seems fine, right? Why? That's okay. We'll keep trying it for a second here. Maybe, you know, it might have different abilities in different contexts. Maybe there's some rooms where it seems ideal, for example. But it is hard to argue with the effect of the heroin, you know? I know that's, you know, fairly obvious that that's not out of context, but you get the idea. What else you got? Black hole gun, I'm not convinced, but it did have its uses for sure. Some other Guamstone. Oh, better dodge roll? We'll try the Thunderclap. We're done with this floor now. Yeah. And no blanks either, so we'll just get this, move on. Get this heart, I should say, and move on. That's a lot of HP, dude. And I mean, we should buy out the stock on the next floor. Sorry, this is the wrong way to go here. And I'm feeling good. This is the first time, like, after the last Gungeon episode, I wouldn't say I felt bad about my my skill and performance, but we definitely, we maybe, you could argue, compromised the Daruma. We compromised our integrity by giving up on the Daruma. What the heck was that? We reload Thunderclap? Does it do an AoE? Or, like, slow enemies in an area? Anyway, it's kind of academic, because it doesn't seem as good as the Herald to begin with. But, on this run, I really think we made up for it. Not perfect gameplay, but better. Oh, I forgot you transform. You, some of the time, you are a pistol. And some of the time, you are a laser beam. Yo, that's embarrassing damage. My mistake. So we are probably gonna put in a little bit of a rush job on this one here. Let's try the fat line here real quick, just see how this goes. It seems interesting. It's still, it's weird. You still have to aim. It feels sort of like you don't, but it like pulls shots from the environment. Also takes forever to reload. Dude, I'll be real with you. This is a good gun. This is a gun I could definitely see. There he is. Don't you dare. This is a gun I could definitely see being like a worthwhile boss killer. And we're learning at least a lot about the different guns that we picked up over the course of this run as well. I don't want it to just be like, oh, we learned a couple of boss patterns, you know? Hey, hey, hey. Also want to, you know, get some enduring knowledge out of this run. So this is for, I don't want to say all the marbles, but it would be pretty sweet to get 5 flawlesses. You got to admit. Probably should not stand right at the epicenter of that attack. Ooh, epicenter. NL's busting out the college words. That's how you know he's confident in his Gungeon skills. Thank you to my Guan stones for making this possible. And dude, I'd say we have a real shot at it. We gotta focus a little bit on your dodging here and we can make it happen. Oh, dude, we're gonna have sweet, discrete damage from the cheese as well. I gotta say, Resourceful Sack, I don't know if it's a 10 out of 10 active. Seems pretty good, though. He's actually done on the first appearance of the heart there. Problem solved. 5 flawlesses. And you know which one I'm most proud of? The first floor. With just the Marine sidearm. So again, apparently we must have done it, because I didn't get an achievement unlocked or anything. There's no parades, you know, nobody's whispering in my ear, remember, you too will die, you know. But I'm still pretty pleased with myself. Is this a Lich-worthy one? Run? Probably. But for now, let's take solace in the fact that we learned a lot about the rat, getting a little closer to maybe having a chance on Punch-Out, and can feel really confident heading into our next video. I think, at least. Alright. I appreciate that, Brain. You really worked with me on today's run. I'm inclined to say that's the best episode of Gungeon we've put out so far. Just confidence, cool, collected, problem solving. Did finish with 300 casings in the bank, which, you know, maybe missing out on that a little bit. But hey, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!